So you're in the market for a premium midsize sedan. This updated 2018 Acura RLX needs to be at the top of your list. The RLX comes in two trim levels: the base front-wheel drive, also known as PAWS or Precision All-Wheel Steer, and the Sport Hybrid Super Handling All-Wheel Drive. We had the latter. There are 5 key rivals with the RLX: the Lexus GS, the Audi A6, BMW 5 Series, Mercedes-Benz E-Class, and the Infiniti Q70. The RLX Sport Hybrid Super Handling All-Wheel Drive has more performance and technology at a lower price, $2,000 to $5,000 cheaper. Come on, son. This RLX features an updated exterior look for 2018 with all new sheet metal from the A-pillars forward, with new front fenders, headlights, hood, grille, front fascia, fog lights, wheels, and side sill, as well as rear taillights, a lower trunk, and rear fascia. This altogether dramatically increases its presence and better represents the performance housed within. This is the most sophisticated and best performing Acura sedan ever, with its super handling all-wheel drive technology shared with the NSX supercar, which according to Acura creates a powerful and precise driving experience unmatched in its segment. 2 trim levels, 2 engine options. The front-wheel drive is a 3.5-liter V6 mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, 310 horses, 272 pound-feet of torque, not too shabby. Our Sport Hybrid Super Handling All-Wheel Drive, 3.5-liter V6, 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, 3-motor hybrid system. This one pumps out 377 horses, 341 pound-feet of torque. Booyah. There are 3 ways to open the trunk lid of the RLX. There's a push button in the door panel next to the driver. There's a button here just below the Acura logo to the right of the backup camera, soft pad there. We're going to use the button here in the key fob because it's fun. Press the button there, it opens up. Now Acura has made improvements to the overall cargo volume here this year compared to last year. It was 11.6 cubic feet of volume. It's now 12.4 cubic feet of volume. So they've kind of decreased the size of that battery. So now you have a little bit more room back here. And on the floorboard, you'll have some space just below there, as well as a flat tire temporary repair kit. So utilize it, have fun with it, and off you go. Here's a closer look now at your backseat legroom and headroom from a guy who is 5'11". This is a mid-size, but it feels more like a full size when it comes to legroom and comfort in the back seat. Only thing that would be different is the fact that this doesn't open up any further than it does. Otherwise, it would probably feel more and be more like a full size. But I'm okay with it because this interior is fantastic. Look how much room I have between my knees in the back of the seat, and this was my driving position up front. There's some really cool stuff about the back here. These ventilated seats, this nice color contrast between the chocolate brown and the black and the stitching here. There's a compartment behind the driver and passenger. Heated seat options, as well as some vents and cooling options. You can slide this here for a sunshade on both sides for the back passengers. There are four O-blank handles all the way around. It would be nice to have a panoramic sunroof, but there's only one sunroof and it's for the front 2 passengers. Oh well, we'll work with that. Now look at this. I was playing around with this key fob because you can fold this down for the armrest, and you have cup holders here that come out. Great. But look at this. There is a key here, and if you take open the key fob, so you can see the key right here, I'm going to put this into the unlock position. And by doing this, it reveals a section here, and there's a yellow cord. I pull it, and watch what happens. If you can, through the window, I can open the trunk. So actually there's 4 ways to open the trunk. Initially I thought there was 3, but there's actually 4 ways to open the trunk, and this is the 4th way right here. And that's a nice little nifty safety feature they have in the back right behind the armrest. Close it up. So what's it look like if you had 3 Everyman drivers in the back of this midsize? Well, here's one position behind the driver's seat. Here's what I would look like in the middle, and my headroom is not as good as that side because this middle seat is kind of raised, so I don't like that as much. The 3rd position, I'm just as comfortable here as I was behind the driver, but this will be your trouble spot if you want to have a full-size adult in the middle. What do you say we take it for a spin? Of course, let's do that. That's what we do. Very quiet engine, obviously. All right, we've got an audio system by Krell. I know a lot of people aren't big fans of this, but it all depends on how you organize and distribute your information. But you got the dual monitors here. So I usually just put maybe the navigation up top, and I keep the main screen here, which is all touchscreen for the radio. And then one thing is kind of a downside here, no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, so I do have my phone hooked up because I've got Bluetooth on here, and I can use it like an iPad or iPod because the USB is in here. So I can listen to podcasts, I can listen to this as music, and then if I have a phone call, I got the Bluetooth hooked up as well. So that's how I can use that source. Steering wheel mounted controls, pretty standard. I like the real rolls here, the rollers. On the left-hand side, you can go through and turn the volume up and down. This is where you have your Bluetooth on the left-hand side, heated steering wheel, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, trip counter here. The fuel economy is rated at 28 city, 29 highway. I've put over 400 miles on it, 27.5 in mixed driving. I'm very happy with that. Good fuel economy overall. I've been driving in the vehicle for 11 hours. 11 hours worth of drive time. I think I put my time in. Let's go ahead and put it into drive. And here is our shift section. So I got a P and R. I just kind of press back for the R. Neutral, drive. There's also a sport mode. I just hit it on, and the RPMs kind of jumped up. Heated seats, ventilated seats, all the good stuff there. Paddle shifters here on the steering wheel. Put it in drive, let's go. Accelerates really nicely. What was it? 341 pound-feet of torque and combined horsepower of 377. We do have a heads-up display directly in front of me, so it shows I'm going my speed limit here of 25, 29, 30 miles per hour going down this hill. This really has a great acceleration thanks to that hybrid system, the immediate torque that's available. Not immediate, but you know what I mean. I can just press it, boom, I'm off to the races. Instrument cluster, pretty standard with two huge dials, left-hand side, RPMs, right-hand side. You got your speed in the center, information from my fuel economy. I can roll this dial here. I can see adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist. Take a right. I accelerate onto the highway for you. Here's accelerate. Whoa! Oh! You still get a nice purr even though we have a hybrid system here, so you can hear those horses galloping under the hood. They say this powertrain here under the hood is NSX derived. The sport hybrid powertrain system is NSX derived. Pretty exciting. All right, see if you can sense the power of this acceleration off the line. Here we go. And I am at 60. If you're doing your math at home, that was a matter of, what, 6 seconds maybe? Something like that. I'll have to go back and do it myself, but it goes pretty fast. Some nice safety features associated with the RLX. The Acura watch is standard, and that includes blind spot information, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, road departure mitigation, collision mitigation. And the RLX is the first Acura model to offer traffic jam assist, which I detail on everymandriver.com. All right, we're gonna do a little demonstration here. I hope you can see some of this. We're gonna go down the highway and show you how the lane keeping assist system works. It's almost self-driving, where it's gonna give me some indicators in the instrument cluster that I am veering outside the lines. It'll vibrate and keep me within the lines while I'm driving. So I have two icons here on the steering wheel. One is a steering wheel with hands on it and a couple of lines on the outside. The other one is a car with some lines below it. I'm activated both of those because now I'm on the highway. I've got my cruise control set at 60 miles per hour, so my car is just cruising here. My foot's not on the accelerator. Now, with both the lane keeping assist and the adaptive cruise control active, I can take my hands off the steering wheel if I had to. I'm gonna go a little bit to the right, and the car is going to maintain its position between the solid line on the right-hand side and the dotted line on the left-hand side. I'm gonna force it over to the left here, and it's going to vibrate and bring me back. So two great features as part of the Acura watch safety system. And if it detects that your hands haven't been on the steering wheel for a while, it'll say steering required. It'll flash it up in the instrument cluster there. There it is, steering required. Pretty cool stuff. It's almost self-driving, and based on the adaptive cruise control, if a car in front of you begins to slow down, this will keep a certain distance between you and the car in front of you based on how far that you have indicated it should be. There are a number of positives driving the RLX Sport Hybrid. It's quiet, it's smooth. You can really tell there's a lot of, I guess, not only performance, but there's a luxury feel to it. So when I'm going around corners, it hugs it, it holds the road. I feel secure, I feel confident behind the wheel, and that's what you expect when you go to a premium level vehicle like the Acura RLX. The seat comfort is amazing as well. As you can see, there's some bolstering with these seats. They're also perforated a little bit, so I can set it here to have them ventilated or heated. I'm gonna go a little bit on the ventilated side because I'm feeling kind of hot as I'm driving in the car, so I can feel this beginning to cool on my backside. Visibility is fantastic, nice wide windshield here. A-pillars don't get in the way. I can turn around, I can see everything I need to see. Plus with the sunroof, moonroof here, I have a little more space in the car, more light, so it feels like I've got a big cabin. So the MSRP range on a 2018 Acura RLX is between $55,000 and $62,000, depending on whether or not you go with the front-wheel drive or the hint, super handling all-wheel drive Sport Hybrid. I say go big or go home. This is definitely the better value, especially compared to the competition I mentioned earlier with performance and technology at a lower price point. Go with this one. This is definitely a better choice. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching Acura. Thank you for the press loan. We'll see you next time. Drive safe. Adios.